AI is changing the profession, but neither designers or creatives are going to disappear. Hi, I'm Dara, designer, and there are many reasons why we are not going to disappear, but I'm going to start with the most important one. Clients hire designers because they want their products to look cool. Put it in a very simplistic way. Just because an AI creates art doesn't mean that the client knows how to communicate with that AI. We will always be the link, the connection between the AI that makes art and the client that wants art. And the same thing happens with coding, for example. The AI knows how to code, but if you don't know how to code, how would you even be able to ask for things? Or how would you even know if the AI did it right or how to apply the results? Another very important point is that people who work in the creative field, good visual taste is something that is part of them, is part of us. The famous common sense. There is a chance that the client doesn't have that, and that's why they hire you. Or maybe they just don't want to waste time, learn about design, and that's why they hire you. Or maybe it's a combination of both. Either way, you are now the connection between the AI and the client. You can get angry, you can deny it, but that doesn't make the client want to stop using AI, and even less with all the benefits that it gives. So if you're creative and you have already decided that you are not going to use them, you are within your rights, but you need to know that you are in a complete disadvantage with the rest of professionals that are using them. It's true that these changes will make that only the most technocratic and the most creative designers stand out. This is a very hard truth, but you must accept it if you want to succeed. I was talking with someone that knows a lot about technology, and he told me something that I think is really interesting actually. He told me that he believes that in the future, in the near future, the designers will become more of art curators instead of art creators. Of course, we will always be creating, but a large part of our work will become also in creating with AI processes, and after that grabbing those results and edit them and curate them to make the final work. The profession is going to become more technical, and you need to know how to use these tools right now. And I mean all of them. ChatGPT, Midjourney, Claude, the AI of Figma, Stable Diffusion, what else? dall-e, Dara, all of them. And I completely understand all the comments that are against AI, like all the comments about the Figma's AI, for example. And I believe that there's always some truth in all the opinions. And many of them also are written from fear and also maybe from resentment. And I understand your anger, I understand your fear, but just because something feels bad doesn't make it a lie. AI is here now, and it's not going anywhere. In fact, it's improving at the speed of light. You have two paths. One is complain and not learn anything about AI, and which will delay your professional growth completely. And the other path is accept what is happening and learn how to use the tools to your advantage. Yes, the profession is going to become more technical, but I think that at the same time, art made 100% by humans is going to gain even more value. Creativity will always be needed. The AI knows things, but it doesn't have a purpose. We have a purpose. We give the purpose by asking it for things. I wanted to show you this graph of how jobs on Upwork have gone down and up since ChatGPT launched. Almost all the jobs that have to do with writing and translation are gone. But if you look closely at everything that is graphic design, web design, and video editing, they surprisingly grew non-stop. I think one of the reasons is that the more the number of complex tools grows, the more there will be a need of people capable of using them. And that also takes time. And since it also takes time and mastery to use and good taste, so that you can also take the results and improve them and create art from that inspiration, it's that why jobs are so highly valued. The more designers capable of adding these tools to their creative processes will be paid. This is just a humble opinion from a freelance designer. I'm not trying to make you feel bad, I'm trying to encourage you. The world is not about to end, you just have to know how to adapt to the context. So tell me if you have any questions in the comments below, subscribe for more content like this, And the final thing that I want to say to you, so you don't feel bad about it, you just need to remember that the world will need us to communicate with the AI. So good luck and goodbye.